And we're live.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey.
Been a moment. We had to cancel a few times.
Yeah.
So now we're here and we're going to talk about something that is raising a lot of attention. We're going to talk about hormones and perimenopausal, but I've already been through it. So we're going to also talk postmenopausal, and I'm going to take a look back on it and tell you what I think.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, neither are you.
Nope. We've been through it.
You're going through it,
I'm going through it. Yeah.
and I've been through it. And I went through it really early because I have lupus and Sjogren's. That is the reason I think I went through it early. I had Grant, my last child, at 38. And then I started going through menopause at 40. I remember my mother-in-law's like, "You're not going through menopause." I'm like, pretty sure that that's happening. I'm having irregular, crazy periods, crazy hormones.
Yeah.
I remember Nicole, who we both know,
Yeah.
was getting in the car with me one day in the front yard and saying, "You have to fix yourself or we can't be friends anymore." Because I was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
you feel crazy?
I feel crazy. I do. I feel like erratic. Like I'll be fine and then I'll just be very much not fine. And I don't know. I used to just, like with my cycles being more consistent, pretty much my entire life, I had my cycle every 26 days. And I mean, you could set a clock by my cycle and when I would start. Um, and now it's like I won't have one for 40 days. I'll have one. It'll be like 10 days long. I'll bleed like so badly. And then I'll stop and then I'll have another one 2 weeks later and it'll be like 3 days. Not that bad. Then it'll be like, okay, now you're going to have it in 26 days, like you're normal. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, how do you anticipate the emotional changes that come along with that when you can't track it properly? So it's just very frustrating. It's really frustrating because I used to be able to be like, hey babe, like just FYI, like I think I'm a little hormonal right now. And now I'm just like, I have no idea. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Well, the good news is it's temporary. And
Yeah.
so what I tell a lot of women who are anti-hormone therapy, who don't want to do the patches or, want to eat differently, which
Hmm.
is what you're doing, which I know you're going to share with us. But what I tell women now is just like, it's horrible right now and it feels like it's endless and it's never going to end, but just endless, never going to end. Same thing. Anyways, it feels horrific and it feels like it's going to last a lifetime, but it does go away. And I remember I couldn't take hormone therapy and for various different reasons. But I remember thinking, this is my life now, and being so depressed and so down. And it was horrible. And when you talk about the erratic bleeding, I've told you this story before, but I always think about the time where I was bleeding so bad, like it was going through, forget the tampon, it was going through pads, like those thick pads that you take when you can't, like when you pee your pants and stuff,
Yeah.
really thick pads, nighttime pads. I was double padding up. I was wearing like my big girl jeans because the pads were taking up so much room. Um, and I was still bleeding through. And I think I told you the story when I was in Target. Caroline was with me. Poor Caroline. She hadn't had a period yet, but it went through like the tampon, the pads, the jeans I was wearing, and a huge, like, I'm not joking about this, big clot fell on the floor of TJ Maxx. And I was like, Caroline, oh my gosh, I can't move. I'm bleeding everywhere. Like, go get me some paper towels. And instead, she went out the front door. She was mortified. So I walked out the front door too and called them and told them what aisle I had just had. Basically,
Yeah.
it looked like it looked terrible. And there was blood like dripping through the store. I felt
Yeah.
awful. But that's a story that I remember really, really clear because I was bleeding that bad. And so then I went to a doctor, an OB-GYN, and he wanted to do an ablation and a hysterectomy on me.
Oh my
And I
God.
almost did the ablation. And I'm so glad I didn't because women, I know people that did the ablation and the hysterectomy and are worse off today. And I just had to gut it out. I had to gut it out. I had to probably be at home more because, I mean, and I remember that I was really anemic.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be aware of that for sure.
Yeah.
And take care of that. And it is temporary. It does go away. I'm 56. This went on when I was 40. So it's been like 13 years, maybe 14 years since I've had a period. It's crazy.
Nice.
But I still have the emotional things happen, especially when Caroline comes home and her hormones are active. I can feel it in me. So I still do feel that. But my best advice is eat the best you can during this time. Exercise, even when you're bleeding like a mamma jamma, exercise and get tons of sleep and give yourself so much grace for, if you want to cry, like give yourself so much grace, but sit down with your spouse and your kids and have a conversation about it. As embarrassing as it is for your kids to hear, they need to understand what's going on with you and that it's temporary.
Yeah. That's good advice. My son doesn't really know. We don't really discuss that stuff, but my daughter definitely knows, and she's going through the change coming in, and I'm going through going out. So
I can't wait for you to be completely out.
Me too.
Oh, cool. Like you're like, period. What's that? I don't even have that.
Yeah. I really can't wait. And I know, like, I've heard a lot of women say, like, they like to be on HRT, hormone replacement therapy, because they want to hang on to their periods for as long as possible to stay as youthful for as long as possible. And I'm just like, I've also heard the other side of it, people who've gone through it who feel better than ever and just feel like that was just a season, like that was a great time in life. And now they're in this new season. And I'm more subscribing personally to not doing HRT. And I have tried a few different, like, very specific hormone supporting supplements. And every time I do that, it jacks with my period. It makes it so much worse. So I just think I'm better, like, actually just raw dogging it. Like, I'm just going to go through perimenopause. Yeah. We're just going to do it, like, let's just get it over with. I think the more you mess with it, the longer it's going to take. And then, I don't know, just for me, it hasn't been helpful. Plus, with my cancer history, I can't do, estrogen anyway, because my cancer was estrogen based. And so it's really just not even an option for me. So I feel like, well, there you go.
Yeah. And coming from somebody that's had a lot of surgeries mess up your lymphatic system.
Yeah.
And I watched my aunt who had multiple surgeries, and she passed away last August. But man, I watched her really suffer from how many surgeries she had and not fully being able to, like, her lymphatic system was so screwed up. We were doing lymphatic massages, everything we could, and it wasn't helping. And she had mass edema and eventually died. But I just think avoid that. This is a temporary problem. Like, you're gonna go through it. Every woman does. Some women never even have a problem with it. My mother-in-law, she says, didn't even bother, didn't even know she was going through it. Some women bleed like crazy. Some women become crazy or a combo like I did. I mean, I was super paranoid. I thought everybody was always talking about me, which is why Nicole's like, come on, you've got to stop this. Like, I was so paranoid. And I can remember that feeling, but I don't ever feel it now. And then, of course, the bleeding, like, what a nuisance, like constantly having to change the bed. It really interferes with your sex life if you have one. It's just, and it's embarrassing because you're leaking everywhere and forget white pants for about a year. But if you can just get through it, I think you're so much better off than doing an ablation or a surgery. And this is like, I'm not bagging on people that have already chosen that method or chosen that. If that was right for you, that's great. That's what we're all about here. But I do wish I would have known about our supplements back then, or I wish I would have had our supplements back then, because I'm drinking our shake right now. I just made a video making our shake, and I know how much it's helping me with my inflammation. and my hair and all of that. And during that time, I remember my hair was like thinning and brittle, and just so much was jacked up on my body, and I couldn't lose weight. I was gaining weight.
Ugh.
And are you experiencing things like that? I mean, your hair looks great.
Thank you. A couple years ago, I went through a really weird reaction to, um, actually, like I was taking an iodine supplement specifically to help with my fibroid cyst in my breast, um, because the doctor was like, we're not going to be able to tell if you have anything going on if you have such bad fibrocystic breast tissue. So take this iodine. So I started taking the iodine, and then the iodine caused like very strong aggressive iodine, and it caused my thyroid to basically freak out and emulate the signs of Graves' disease, basically. So like,
Oh, I remember that.
yeah, I mean, I think I actually was in a team call with you guys when I like started passing out because my heart rate went through the roof, and I went to the emergency room. It was crazy. And it was my thyroid, but it was because of basically all of that. So anyway, the long story short is my hair all started falling out because of my thyroid issues. And then fortunately, because of I think just taking better care of myself, managing like stress, sleep, diet, exercise, all the things, my hair is finally, with curly hair though, like it takes forever. Like this, look at how long my hair actually is, but it bounces up like half again. It's so funny. So, I mean, I have a lot more of it than I did when I was going through all my thyroid problems, but it's definitely, I think it's really important just to make sure that you monitor your nutrition properly, because otherwise you'll start to lose your hair. And I mean, that's something that a lot of people who are doing the GLP-1s are noticing, is like hair loss and like early signs of like osteoporosis. And these are all things that you start going through anyway when you're going through menopause. So it's kind of like, I personally have chosen not to do a GLP-1 because I don't want to make matters worse in those areas. Like I already feel like I'm just, having those symptoms anyway. So I don't really want to I don't need to lose weight badly enough to deal with hair loss and, all of the different reasons why. I just feel like there's a lot of red flags about it for myself personally. But I know it's helping a lot of people. So it's not a judgment call. Just again, I think everybody needs to do it. Makes sense for them. But yeah.
Yeah, and like talking about the GLP-1s, because I'm drinking the shake, I said it in my video, like we have more fiber than IM8, AG1, and Bloom combined. So this shake is a great shake for a GLP-1 person.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about hormones, but GLP-1s do mess with your hormones, and it messes with your bowels and your gut health. And sometimes people are constipated. Sometimes people have diarrhea, mostly constipation, and their hair's falling out. So if you're on a GLP-1 and you're experiencing this, I highly recommend getting our shakes. I'm drinking the chocolate one, but the Surge is there. Soon we'll have our electrolytes again.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing during this perimenopausal time for you? Like, what are you eating? Like, tell me what a typical day is like, because you might help some people here.
Okay, well, I'm not saying that I am doing it great. I mean, first of all, I just try to give my day to Jesus every day. Like, let him have it, because otherwise, who knows what would happen.
Yeah, I do that
That's
too.
a good first start, like, all right. And then I prioritize. So I prioritize, obviously, like time, just quiet time, time in the Word. And then I lift weights 3 days a week. I do that just in my home. Like we have a little home gym that we created. So I'm lifting heavy. I'm trying to lift as heavy as I possibly can, and just doing progressive overload, and following a lot of the women that are my age that are, just in their 40s getting started with this perspective on health, because I was raised in diet culture and my goal was always to just be super skinny. It was never about being strong. So in this phase of life, my goal has shifted, and it's really just about like being my best self and showing up in like as my best in every circumstance. And so the way that I feel like I can do that is by moving my body. So I lift weights 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I do Pilates Tuesday, Thursday. And then I actually did go back to intermittent fasting. it's always served me really well, and I think my body just needs a
I didn't
break.
know you went back.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
love intermittent fasting and
yeah.
I love it.
Well, I
Broke
stopped
the
for a
fast.
while because I do have disordered eating, and so I was just trying to be really careful not to use it as a tool to just not eat at all. You know what I mean? But I think I've really had some breakthrough with that, and I just think my gut needs a break, and so I don't do crazy fasts. I just usually eat around 11, um, which is perfect, and then I'm pretty much sticking with 2 meals a day. I think it's really good to let your body have breaks between those 2 meals so that you're gosh, Shanna Husson would have all the right words for it, but it's the way that she recommended doing things, and it has to do with your, I want to say, your human growth hormones,
Yeah.
and like an opportunity that might not be right, but anyway,
No, no, I'm pretty sure that's right.
is that what it is? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, but just like those big long breaks so that your insulin levels have an opportunity to go down and then you feed yourself again at dinner. And that seems to be working for me. I'm not really focused right now on the scale. I have gone through phases where that's a big focus. I my biggest frustration with my body right now through this whole perimenopausal thing is my belly. Like, it's not huge, but it's not what it could be. I feel like if I would have done this when I was in my 20s, I would have like rock hard abs and like, you know what I mean? Like a solid body, but like for some reason it's like, oh, well, my tummy's just kind of fluffy. My son was like, Mama, do you have a six pack? And I was like, maybe underneath all of this, I do. I do have really strong, good core strength, but it's like I'll have like the 4 pack and then like a belly. Like, it's so
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, it's just, I think it's also just learning to let my body do what it's going to do. And there's a lot of people talking about how women are supposed to have a little bit of, subcutaneous fat on their bellies. And that's important for hormone health. And that's important to, feed your body. And so I'm just trying to just be okay with who I
Yeah,
am. Like,
that body produced two beautiful humans. So
yeah,
I always think of
yeah,
that, try to give myself some grace for my hips and think, well, those hips birthed 3 children.
yeah.
So they're not going to be what they were before.
Nope.
It,
They had to make room.
they had to spread out. Those hips are bigger now.
Yeah.
It's
It's so funny. I've been talking a lot with a friend of mine about just all the body changes and all the things that are happening at this age, and we were both trying to pinpoint like the time that we started having a problem with food and like our body image and like our relationship with food and all of that. And I actually like really like prayed about it and thought about it and went right back to the moment where the high school football coach, when I was about 16, said to the football team guys that I was really good friends with, I was like walking on the campus towards them, and he said, "That girl has childbearing hips." And they all thought it was so funny, and they all told me that he said that. And
oh my
that
gosh,
was the day.
so inappropriate.
Yeah, I mean, now I think he would have been fired. You know what I mean? But like, it
Oh
was
my gosh, Anna.
1905, and so yeah. But I was like, I think that was the day. I think until somebody else said you have huge hips at 16 years old, I didn't know that I wasn't just a normal. It didn't even occur to me that I was different from everybody else. I was just like living my life. And then
Yeah.
that was like when it hit. So anyway, you said something about hips and then childbirth, and that was funny because I was like, we literally had that conversation.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh,
What
yeah.
about since we have this amazing skincare that you are so instrumental in creating, and I really think people need to get the skincare. I think they're blowing it if they don't.
I
But what
agree.
about adult onset acne?
Oh my gosh.
Has
Well,
that increased during this time for
yeah.
you?
Yes. And so that's the thing, like whatever's happening with my hormones, it's coming from inside of my body. And so what I can't stand, and I am going to touch on it because I just think it's really messed up this day and age. people are trying to sell you a bill of goods if they say that you can put something on your skin that is just going to magically always take away acne that's coming from inside of you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so there's all these ads going on right now, and I just learned that half of them are AI before and afters, and I was livid because I can't tell. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, that looks cool. I'm really happy for that kid that he doesn't have that acne anymore or whatever. But it was AI. It's not even real. And so that makes a lot of sense to me because I mean, you can do what you can do internally to nourish your body to hopefully have your skin manifest in a way that's like beautiful and wonderful. But then you also do need to take care of it externally. So my situation is that my hormones do cause me to break out with cystic acne. Like it doesn't come to a head. It just sits there like this big, mostly on my neck and on my chin.
Interesting.
Yeah, like right through here and right down the sides of my neck. And so, um, what I feel like is magical is that I will have that happen. I use our skincare every single day. I use all four products. Sometimes I will omit the firming cream if I feel like it's very bad pustules because a little bit too much hydration in those like oil glands can be like difficult to balance, especially here in East Texas. But I will I'll do our skincare every time and it just heals it so quickly. So it's not I just don't want it to be misleading. It's not going to stop you from getting hormonal breakouts. That's coming
Yeah.
from inside your body. But what it will do is it will help combat it from the outside. And then it's going to help heal it more quickly. And then it's going to help with like the scarring that can come if you're a picker, like I am, because I was an esthetician by trade. So I thought it was really fun to pick. Um, so yeah, it's really interesting because there's a lot of stuff out there saying, "Oh, use this skincare and it'll take care of your cystic acne." And it's like, what are you really saying? Because it depends on where that acne is coming from. And usually with teenagers, especially like my teenagers, they both still get acne. If they limit their sugar intake, however, it stays at bay. And they didn't believe me and I said, "Stop eating cookies for 3 days and see what happens to your skin." And both of them their
So
skin, but they also use our skincare line because it's not age specific. Anybody can use it. My entire family uses it. My husband uses it. We're like obsessed. But it just really helps heal. And then also, a lot of people are on different protocols because of scarring and hyperpigmentation, and it heals all of that stuff. So it's just, it's not going to stop whatever's happening in your gut or in your hormones from coming out and manifesting, or your bad diet if you have one, or heaven forbid if you are like rapidly losing weight, but because that can make you kind of shrivelly looking, but it will help build back up the nutrients in your skin. It will help heal all that stuff. So yeah, I'm stoked. I love it.
yeah, people should definitely use it. So I had 11 stitches in my knee and it popped open because of the where it's at. And so the
Yeah.
outer stitches popped open, not the inner ones. Anyway, so then I went from, I guess if you get stitches after the fact, it can be more damaging than just putting a butterfly bandage. So they put a butterfly bandage in it. Long story short, anyways, when I was done having the bandage and they kept it covered for 4 days, when I opened it, I started putting Soursop on it, our vitamin C serum. And I'm telling you, I'm not even going to have much of a scar. And she was like, "This is going to scar really bad. It's going to be really bad."
Yeah.
And it's right below my knee. And I'm in shock at how well it's healing.
Yeah, I also I've been getting some like I'm having some issues with my skin that are very like deep, long term issues. And so I thought it'd be interesting to get some treatments done at the Medi Spa. They are like I'm a really transparent person. So like when I was looking there, the light was shining on my face and I was seeing what kind of looked like smoker's wrinkles. You know what I mean? Like weird. And I was like, that's strange. So anyway, I decided to get a couple of treatments done that are pretty aggressive, just to see if that would help the deeper layers of things. But I'm using our products as the post care products. So
Oh,
she'll be like, here, go home and use all of these things. And I used the stuff she sent me home with, and it made it so much worse. And like everything was just flared up and mad and just raw. And then the next time I did it, I used all of our stuff immediately. So, um, she was like, you should just use like really gentle cleansers. Well, our cleanser is gentle. So I
yeah.
used that. And then I used the vitamin C serum and it healed so much faster. Like so for post treatment, people who are on Accutane, like if they go like aggressive on Accutane, that can cause all kinds of scarring and all kinds of like issues.
Pain
You can
is so
use
bad.
our products for that. Like it's so cool. Like it makes me so happy.
Caroline was on Accutane. The dermatologist put her on it, and she took herself off of it and just used our products. She's like, Mom, it's so much better.
It's
I
so
mean, she does have to add an extra layer in New York in the winter because her skin gets dry.
Mhm.
But she's like this, like she's off all the what the dermatology put her on.
Yeah.
Dermatologist put her on. So I'm so glad because Accutane is so bad for you.
So bad for you.
Internally so bad for you.
Oh my God.
So I wish there was a way, if anybody knows that's listening, a way for us to get this into the masses. This is hands down the best skincare I've ever tried. And I've tried a lot of skincare and spent a lot of money on different treatments and skincare
Mhm.
because I'm 56 and I want to look younger and I want to do whatever I can. Like, I feel like I should probably get a facelift, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep using our skincare for as long as I can. But
Yeah.
I really think we beat out everybody. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
And one of the things I've noticed too is that, with Sjogren's, I get lashes sometimes, especially if I'm going to have an event because I can't wear mascara. So they have this lash cleaner, but I've noticed our cleaner works even better and it doesn't take the lashes off.
Yeah.
And I was looking at baby soap for anybody that has children, and baby soap has a lot of chemicals in it that are not good for your babies
Yeah.
and your kids. And it does not burn my eyes. I'd love for you to try it on your eyes and tell me if it burns. Like, am I
Oh,
weird? Like, it doesn't burn my eyes at all. So I use it to take my makeup off or whatever I have.
me too. I mean, I actually really like to use our cleanser on my eyes. It gets my mascara off, no problem, because I do wear mascara every day. But also it's got glycolic, and I just want that little bit of exfoliant, around my eyes. I mean, we recommend not using it around the eyes because that's like the safe
Oops.
thing. That's the
Oops.
safe thing to do. But
Yeah.
also, I do it. You
I
do
use
it.
it on my eyes and my eyelashes, and it's not taking them off and it's cleaning them. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I do it.
okay, let's talk really quick before we end the conversation. It's already been 30 minutes. This AI stuff, like AI is so helpful, but we recently, our guy put out some ads with AI, and you vetoed them right away because we don't want to be a company. We want to be an authentic company.
Mhm.
So we want real before and afters. But dang, for the layman person like myself who can't tell if it's AI or not, it's such a struggle. So I
Yeah.
think it's really important to look at why the product was created, who's behind the creation of the products,
Mhm.
what's in the products,
Yeah.
and make your determination that way rather than these before and after AI images or AI videos, which you can kind of tell in the AI videos.
Yes, their
But,
mouth moves funny.
well, and it kind of glitches sometimes.
They're like,
Mm, yeah, I don't know. I can't really do it, but it's so frustrating. So we cut all of those. Like, they didn't even make it out there, I don't think. And we are going to do just before and afters. And our before and afters are huge. Like, I have
yeah,
a full on burnt face. And then within days, it's like clear from,
yeah,
which it works great on sunburns too. That vitamin C
yeah.
and the hyaluronic and the firming cream all work great on a burn.
Spencer
But
came running in the other day. She's like, I need aloe vera. I got burnt. And she's in a play this weekend. And she's like, I can't be burnt for the play. And I said, where's your vitamin C serum? And she goes, well, I put that on. But she had just put it on. And I said, give it like 10 minutes and your sunburn is going to look better. And I'm not kidding. She came back and she's like, what is this crazy miracle? Like, I
it
know.
does. It helps with burns.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so where was, oh, AI.
AI.
Like,
Yeah.
it's frustrating.
I think, well, okay, so we talked about it. I think it makes a lot of sense, like in scenarios, using AI makes sense for images if we have like all those products that are sitting behind you, the packaging, it's all just, it's really pretty, but
Yes.
we're not photographers, right? So
Right.
when people need to see the product, it's easier sometimes to be like, okay, here, like make this look pretty in like a fields with flowers and like,
Yeah.
okay, that I think is acceptable.
That
Like
is,
that's fine. But
it's people. It's the
people,
people.
the people are the problem. And we did try like a one time we tried an AI video, because somebody had recommended it, and I like designed it myself, and I like picked the avatar and like
Oh,
was
I
trying to make
remember
it
that.
look better. And the script was really cool. She was like this like fake person, but all the things that she was saying were things that we would say. So I kind of felt good about it. We weren't like, that wasn't a before and after. We weren't trying to like, anyway. So that one I kind of, what was that?
We weren't trying to mislead
No,
anybody.
no, no. Of course, yeah, of course. But it was just like there are scenarios where we've tried it or we've thought like, oh, let's, because it's the thing. It's like the new thing. So, but yeah, recently, I think one of the guys that's been working on some of our like graphic content, got really swept up in how like shocking these pictures were, and I was like, well, they're shocking because they're not real. Like that is shocking.
Shocking, you guys. They were really disturbing.
And
I
I
think
was like,
you said they made you want to cry.
I know, I said it
Made
that
you
much
want
time.
to eat, which is what I'm doing right now because I haven't had my soursop. But
Yeah.
they made me want to just eat. They were depressing and they were gray.
And they were gray. And I was like, look, here's the reality of it. I'm going through perimenopause, and this is how I look. I mean, I'm not like bags under my eyes and all like it just was so, I was like, let's be the brand that's doing real things with real people. We have such incredible real results. We have people, I was going to say this earlier too. You were talking about IM8, and no shade on, Bend It Like Beckham and all of his glory because he's gorgeous. But
I love her style.
but I have a friend who was taking their products, and she was like so bloated and having like the worst diarrhea. And I was like,
Same when I tested their products. Same.
I was just like,
Same results.
why? And so, and you had mentioned that our products have more fiber than all of those other products combined. But
Including dairy.
I think like fiber has been a feared word for people because they're afraid that it's going to make them bloated, or they're afraid that it's going to make them get diarrhea. But it's just interesting because like IM8 doesn't have hardly any fiber in it, and yet it's still doing that because whatever they have put in their proprietary blend is like, it's honestly too much. If you look at the ingredient list, it's too much. It's like your body is going like on overload trying to consume all that stuff. And I mean, again, you do you, but I just think I wanted to come back to that topic really quickly because you had mentioned that. And I just think it's really powerful to like remember, like nowadays, most people are recommending 25 grams of fiber a day. Yeah.
Yeah, fiber is definitely going to be a hot topic coming up, and there's a lot of studies on it, and everybody's talking about protein, which, by the way, our shakes don't have protein in them or our boosts, but I put cottage cheese, almond butter, and a protein shake mix in here. So I actually did the math on it, and it's 380 calories because this is huge, and 30 grams of protein that I added to it, and then a lot of healthy fat and 6 grams of fiber. I lost a little bit of the fiber in it because I'm splitting it up because the blender made a couple shakes. But
oh yeah,
one of those keeps me satiated until dinner. I mean, and I break my fast with it at noon, and I have no problem being regular, but I don't have diarrhea. But when I was testing IM8, because I like to test all the products, the same with AG1. Oh my goodness, I think your body is just like, wait, whoa, I can't handle all this. So it's going to either pee it out or poop it out.
Yeah.
Like that, but everybody poops.
Yeah.
And it's going to be maybe not good. And it wasn't good for me. And also, I had trouble with the taste of IM8, just to be totally honest. The color is pretty, but the taste is horrible. And then AG1, I thought the taste is good, but the color is horrible. So it's like you drink it without looking at it. Yeah. So I love making a shake every day, and it's helping me lose weight. More importantly, it's losing the inflammation. So
now the really fun part about being in the life space that I'm in currently is that I genuinely can't remember why I wanted to talk about that.
Oh, wait, it's because Trish bought it and you were like, why are you buying this? And she's like, well, I didn't know you had a product that was similar to it. And you're like, yes, we have like the right ingredients. Like, I know you can't have the Irish sea moss, but we have the soursop, the Irish sea moss, milk thistle, goji berry, elderberry, blueberries, strawberries, like all the superfoods. Mm-hmm. And it's just enough of what your body needs. It was formulated just perfect for your body. Yep. So I think that's where you're going with it. Whereas IM8, it seems like they threw everything in there. Oh, we have turmeric too. They have turmeric. We have turmeric. I think turmeric really helps with joint pain. So I think that's great.
You know, curcumin is in turmeric, and that's the number one natural supplement that fights the cancer cells that I still have in my body. So it's so beneficial to have, curcumin or turmeric. Yeah, I love that. But it's pretty funny because perimenopause, I'll forget why. I'll forget why I'm talking about something that I'm talking about, and then I also will completely just lose words. Like, very normal words, they'll just be gone from my brain. I'm like,
okay, so my advice to everybody is just to accept it. It's temporary. It's a few months to maybe a couple years. I think I went through it for a couple years, actually. I know I did. And then it goes away, and then you feel amazing. And I don't know, there's just, I don't feel 56. I actually feel younger now than when I was going through it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I do remember one thing that I needed to do. And again, this shake provides that, but increase my calcium. So that was one thing that they talked to me about during that time. I don't know if anyone's talked to you about that. Being anemic and increasing my calcium.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a different take on calcium, just the way that Doug and I have researched it. We don't take calcium, but we take the things that make calcium do what calcium's supposed to do, if that makes sense. So we'll take vitamin K3, vitamin K2 and D3. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. Well, vitamin K, I knew vitamin K.
Yeah. And those, then they take the calcium and it's supposed to help your body have the calcium that it needs in the places that needs it, instead of just having there's a lot of different.
Well, and automatically people think, oh, I need to drink more milk. Well, no, that's like such a gut buster. There's so many foods that have a lot of calcium in it, like spinach, like raw spinach leaves and things like that you can get your calcium in. So I didn't mean to bring up like another subject. It's controversial, but I
just think it's funny because for every topic, it's like, obviously there's two sides to all of these conversations, and of course I just lean towards the more alternative side, I guess, of these most of the time. So
any advice for somebody that's going through, like, I feel bad that I can't say go get an estrogen patch, that saved me, but honestly, you guys, I just had to make myself sleep. And if you know me, you know I have trouble sleeping. I had to make myself sleep. That was number one. Number two, I needed an exercise routine. And I believe during that time, I mean, that was like 16 years ago, I think Jim and I were doing CrossFit and on a regular basis. And that really helped get the anxiety and the angst and the anger out.
Yeah. It'll help you sleep too.
Yeah. And then cutting out sugar. Like, if you can just cut out sugar, it's going to be life-changing during this time for you. And everybody's like, well, what fun is that? I like crave sugar. I crave sweets because you're hormonal, but just gut through it for like a week and then you won't crave it. And it will be life-changing for you. That's my advice. And that's what I did, and then got through the bleeding.
Yeah. I mean, that one, it's just, I take a supplement for being anemic during that time because I
Yeah.
definitely, I mean, I turn like a different color. Like
Yeah.
I'm
I was severely
white and
anemic.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So just before bed, I'll take um, specifically like an iron supplement that helps, and then that gets
Oh,
through it. But
can
yeah,
I interrupt you for a moment? If you do take an iron supplement, you're going to get constipated. So get our shake.
yeah,
You won't be constipated. And your hair will do amazing things, and your skin will look amazing internally, and your gut health will be better. But yes, iron, I'd take iron, and then I'd take something for constipation because we didn't have our shakes then. But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and the electrolytes too are really helpful, and I like those are coming back. We should have them back in stock really soon.
Those are really helpful for the GLP-1 people too, because they literally will kill that nausea if you have nausea. They
Yep.
will kill it. And they're great if you drink for a hangover. I don't really drink, but lately I've been bad girl and I have drank a few times and had too much to drink a few times, and the electrolytes have saved me the next day. But I've just decided I'm quitting drinking again. Not good. I make poor
Well,
decisions when I drink.
I, yeah, I think the soursop inclusion in the electrolytes, what makes that so special is that you're basically getting like a superfruit, almost like a multivitamin in combo with your electrolyte. So you don't have to take a bunch of extra stuff. Like you can just literally take the electrolyte. I mean, even my son post workout, he will take perfect aminos and
Hmm.
put like the powder and then put that in with the electrolytes to give himself like a homemade post workout, and
Oh,
he loves it. I mean, he just is like, oh my gosh, it's so delicious. So um just some different ideas of things that you can do if you're sensitive, or your tummy is sensitive to like really aggressive amounts of like multivitamins or supplements in general. Yeah, our shakes are wonderful. um have so many superfoods, and then on top of it you can do the electrolytes to just kind of boost it even more and get that extra hydration, and it's incredible for your skin. So
yeah.
win-win.
Okay, so you're in the middle of it. Let's end this show with your advice on how to handle the middle of it all.
I really think for me the key has been to lift weights. It really has, like, because it gets a lot of my aggression out. I have a lot of it. It's pent up. It's weird. I like don't know what to do with it, and then I just go and like lift a bunch of weights, and it really helps. That also helps me sleep really well. Um, and then I just think that like as like being in the middle of all of this and just knowing that I am building my body continuously to be its best self. Um, I want to be on the other side of this with no signs of osteopenia or osteoporosis. And the more that you build your muscle, the more that it feeds and nourishes your bones. Um, so, I mean, that really, honestly, if you can do nothing else, I truly think that if you could just get in the gym or get some weights and just start lifting, you're going to feel better. You're just going to feel better. It does incredible things for your body. It's very, very weird. I would never have known. I didn't know that I could lift weights. Like, I just was like very, very obese and then very, very skinny, and did not know that there was anything I could do that was in the middle that was actually good for me until 3 years ago when I started doing Pilates and then lifting weights. And I was like, oh, game changer. So,
For sure. And when you're going through menopause, a lot of times your metabolism changes. So weightlifting will help
mhm.
your metabolism. So I think that's key
Yeah,
too.
because
And
you're
that'll help
burning,
with weight loss.
yeah, you're burning more fat at rest because of the muscle mass. Yeah, it's like a cheat code. It's really cool. I really recommend it. Like that, I feel like that's what, obviously, like take good care of yourself. Like use our skincare because hello, it's amazing. Do all that stuff. But like if you can literally do nothing else, start lifting weights. I'm not kidding. It will change your life.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that. All right. Well, we went a little longer than we said we would, as usual, but it's
Okay.
been like weeks since we got together. So I'm so excited that we talked. You're going through it. It's so hard. Just pray through it too. Give it up to God.
Definitely.
Lift weights, nourish your body, but most importantly, just forgive yourself. If you have an outburst, forgive yourself for it, because you may be having an out of body experience, and just and over communicate with your family so they're not like you're crazy. And apologize to your friends and tell them, hang on there for about a year. I'll be normal in about a year.
Gosh,
No,
I know.
You've been great.
You have so much grace. You're so good. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
No, I can remember it like it was yesterday. It's like childbearing. Like, I don't really remember the pains of it, but I just remember it. So anyways, if you need extra tips, don't hesitate to reach out to us. I'm happy to share anything I can offline too. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this was helpful. We're just trying to be real. We're not experts, but we're just trying to be real on what we've gone through. And yeah, we're different ages, which makes it good. Yep. And so, yeah, we hope you have a great day. And if you're going through it, we'll be praying for you.
Yes. Sounds good. All right. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Okay.